name's James. I'm a personal trainer from empoweringpt.co.uk, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my 5 top tips for improving your everyday nutrition. So, tip number 1, use a 1 litre bottle. So, I recommend that you carry around a 1 litre bottle around with you everywhere you go. You can easily get them from a supermarket and refill it continuously. If you're using a 1 litre bottle, it's really easy to count how many litres of water you're actually having throughout the day. Instead of doing your constant mental maths as to how many 500 millilitres here or 250 millilitres there, or you're not sure as to how much water your glass contains, if you use 1 litre bottles, then it's already done for you. All you have to do is try and space out how often you have it. Obviously, you want to be drinking regularly, so what I recommend is to set goals. Drink that whole bottle full of water before lunch. Then have another bottle full before you leave from work. And then again, you can have another litre bottle while you're having your dinner. So, tip number 2. If you fancy something sweet, don't rush straight over to the chocolate, have some fruit. If you're craving some sweetness, go to a fruit basket, have some grapes, oranges, pears, banana, whatever you want. Okay, whatever you fancy, especially if it's one of those sweeter fruits, that will help cure that craving. This is one of the things that I do personally, and it works brilliantly. It stops me from going and getting a chocolate bar or something like that. Because let's face it, we all do have these cravings on occasion. We just fancy something a little bit sweet either after our dinner or during the day as a snack. Instead, having fruit just helps to nourish that craving, but also have something healthy as well and get plenty of vitamins in. So, tip number 3 is to hide the junk. Okay, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, if you've got a biscuit tin or somewhere where you stash all of the chocolate, generally it's probably out in the open or somewhere where you easily know where it is and it just sits there waiting for us to grab it at a moment's notice. Biscuit tins are usually on the corner of a tabletop or something like that on the counter, and as soon as you walk past them you think, oh, fancy one of those, I'll have that. But you only thought that because you saw it. If you were to put it away, put it in a cupboard, put it on top of the fridge, somewhere out of reach, somewhere where you're not going to think about it. Going on to tip number 4. Whenever you go to eat something that you know you shouldn't be, ask yourself, do you need it? If your cravings are that strong and you look at that bit of chocolate and you think, sod it, I haven't had it for 2 weeks, I really do need this, then okay, have it, sure. Your diet should be enjoyable. Diets don't last if you don't enjoy the process. You always need to be eating food that you enjoy. But you need to ask yourself, do you need it? Okay? If you say yes, by all means have it. But if you can honestly say, yeah, I don't really need it, I just fancied a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of maybe crisp, biscuit, something like that, then just put it down. And revert back to my other tip about fruit. If you fancy something sweet, have fruit. So, tip number 5 is preparation. Now you need to prepare what you're going to be having throughout the week. Do a weekly shop. Now not everybody could do this, but try and get as many days ahead as you can. Now if you're preparing ahead of schedule, then you'll be able to eat what you enjoy and you'll be able to make time for it. You'll also be able to plan what you're going to eat and make enough of it. An easy way to eat a pudding, something that's calorific and full of sugar, is to not eat enough of your main course. Is to not eat enough during the day. And then you're going to make up for it elsewhere and suddenly your calories go through the roof. Instead, make sure you buy enough. Get enough fruit and vegetables. You know, fill your plate full of veg. It's better to have more than you need on there. Okay, keep the portions of everything else the same. Just add some more veg to it. Or more meat. Something along those lines. A bit of everything. Fill yourself up with your main meal and you won't need a pudding. Also, if you've prepared ahead of schedule and you've got all of this food in the fridge that needs eating, you have no excuse to have a takeaway at the weekend. Instead of having a hot plate full of diabetes and cholesterol, you can have this lovely homemade meal at the weekend instead. You've got all day to make it. It doesn't have to take you 5 hours slaving over a hot stove just to make. It can be something nice and simple, but as long as you enjoy it and it's going to be better than a takeaway, then it's all perks. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for watching.